Hello, and welcome back to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Well, again, like I said in the previous video, if you're using the experience level of your secondary party member to judge about what level you're supposed to be at as the primary one, well, I'm about 14 levels overboard. Sweet. Oh, goody. Jello gelatin. 200. More money. Like I need any more. I suppose I might need to buy something in either Fireburg or later. Okay, there's that. Saw that warp tile back in town. And then there's this again. Critical hit. Weak against axe attack, okay. Reuben attacks with the Morning Star. And it misses. But yeah, even if he hits, it says that it still says the enemy is weak against an axe attack. Even though Reuben technically is using a Morning Star whip. Seriously, haven't the developers of this game ever played a Castlevania game? Whatever. Okay, there's only 816 points, so I don't need to stop in town. Now for the ones on the other side of town that I wouldn't have been able to go through without triggering that whole sequence with Reuben and getting the Mega Grenade upgrade and blah blah blah. My exploration would have dead-ended at Fireburg otherwise. More money. Fine. Thunder spell. Okay, well, what was that? Phoebe, I think it was, had one of those all the way back at the frickin' Wintry Cave. Yeah, now we finally get one all this time later. Gee, thanks, game. Oh, this place? Okay. Yeah, I can't go that way. The way the conveyor belt is going. Yeah, takes you back here, so fine. I guess up. Right into an enemy battle. Gee, thanks, game. Of course. Mummies. Always gotta have your mummies in every video game. Or at least most of them that I've ever played anyways. If they have enemies at all, that is. Unless it's a puzzle game like Tetris or something. Alright, let's see. Still the same enemies as outside. course, I suppose I could start using magic spells more. I mean, now... I mean, my reasoning for not doing so much earlier was the lack of seeds, either potions to replenish said magic points in dungeons. But now that we passed the point where we have that shop that sells them, that's not much of an excuse anymore, as now if I run out, I can just go back to town and buy more. Not like I gotta wait. That's one thing about this game that, I mean, I can't really fault this game any more than the original, NES original of the first game. You know, lack of either potions. I mean, at least this game had 3 of them early on. The NES original of the first game never did, ever, at any point in the game, ever. Even before the final boss battle. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure, most of the remakes have added either potions, but the original version, no. Once your magic spell points ran out, you better hope you were near the end, you know. Your black mage was pretty much useless after that. Yeah. And yeah, I know I talk a lot about the first Final Fantasy game. But, you know, it's one of the games I've replayed most often. I do like the game, just, you know, again, not so much so the NES original version of it. Anyway, but yeah, this game, at least early on, isn't much better. They give you those 3. The only reason, of course, I had 15 is because I went back into the the Bone Dungeon, Desert Dungeon, and got 3 more, 5 times over, or 4 more times over. Yeah. My way of grinding out some levels early in the game. All those enemies in the entrance room and all those enemies in the... Yeah. Alright, do I want to go that way? Or is there a path down here? Oh. Okay. Nothing this way. Alright, I could go back down that way. Or I could go down that way. Hey, what do you know? You actually have multiple choice of directions to go. Yeah. At least the dungeons ain't as linear as the overworld. For now, let's go down here. So I want to see what's in that cave over there. Hey, what do you know? Neither one of us are using weapons that have a, you know, or that are what you would consider consumable, that have a quantity count. I mean, first secondary party member that didn't. I mean, we had, what, Tristram that had the ninja stars, and he was replaced eventually by Phoebe, who at first had that claw that I still have, but then after you pass that scene in the wintry cave, she gives that to you and goes to bow and arrow. And I mean, at least the game did good at keeping you up to date in quantity for those items, so you never had to worry about running out. Even with all the massive amount of grinding I did, never had to worry about even coming close to half of, you know, using up half of that total before I'd get more. So at least they did good there. never run out or have to drop what you're doing and quickly run back to town to buy more. Or, you know, unlike a lot of games. I mean, again, with all the grinding I did in the ice cave or the wintry cave or the bone dungeon early on. Yeah. Okay, there's a main item here. Armor upgrade or accessory or something. I doubt it would be another weapon upgrade. I mean, we already had 2 within the last 20 minutes of gameplay, roughly speaking. Well, maybe a little bit more than that, but the bottom floor of the ice pyramid, the sword, and then we bought that axe once we got to Fireberg, so yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess you could consider it a weapon upgrade. Not much of an upgrade in stat power. But it does have a certain, well, not really elemental effect, but some enemies will be weak to it and die in one hit with it. Otherwise, it's maybe, you know, I just use it mainly as a, you know, just an upgrade to the claw weapon that you use to climb walls with. I mean, again, if you find the right enemy, some of them may be weak to it and die with one scratch of it. But yeah, big deal. I mean, that's good at normal levels, 23 or whatever it is. You know, again, if you're using the level of your secondary party member to ascertain what level the developers expected you to be at, 20 to 23 in that area. You know, at those levels, having that insta-kill effect would probably be good, because you'd be nowhere near strong enough to do it, you know, to do that without it. But the benefits of being over-leveled, wink, wink, wink. I don't need special attacks. I could just do that normally. Who needs special attacks to one-shot kill every enemy you see? I could just do that normally. That's an everyday occurrence for me. Ha 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 ha. Screw your special attacks. Okay, I don't think there's anything in here but a couple of those wooden item chests. I think. Of course, I'm going to make sure. Yeah. The other problem with that claw that I just got, again, certain enemies could be killed in one hit with it. But what about the others that aren't weak to it? Yeah. Yay. Again, I don't care. I don't have to worry about that. There's no such thing as an enemy, at least not at this point in the game. There's no such thing as an enemy that takes more than 2 hits to kill. Unless I miss on the first one, that is. Anyways, I've made my point. Moving on. And again, that's, why I've never, this game is definitely easier than other RPGs, yes. But I've never minded that. One, because I don't mind easy games in general to begin with. And two, by the time I started playing this, I had already long since gotten into the idea of grinding extremely. Late 92, replay of the first Final Fantasy game's Ice Cave. Getting up to the entrance to that cave and remembering the first attempt at that and like, oh, no. By the way, did I say no? I'm not going through that crap again. I'm going back and leveling up this time. Yeah. Come back after raising like 3 or 4 more levels and, whoa, what a difference. Too bad I didn't do this the first time around. Go back and grind, that is. So yeah, by the time this comes out in October of 92, and I get my first copy of it for a Christmas or birthday present that year. Over leveled? What's that? Yeah. Level 38 is over leveled? Really? I just thought it was normal. Okay, that's all there is in here. Yeah. Alright, anything else down here? Okay, that don't work the other way around, going up. I mean, not like we have anything we could put in that other basket there that, while standing in this one, put anything in the other half to raise, to tip the scale, so to speak. So, yeah. We go back up this way. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. No need to fight. No need to fight that mummy. That's... Actually, I might need to come back that way. Oh, and I have the exit spell now, so yeah, no need to fight him. See that? Well, let's see. Where does this go? Down, obviously, but I mean, never mind. Is this the right path that's going to get me to the end of the dungeon, or is this just another dead end that's going to make me loop back to the beginning again? Is what I meant by that. Where does this go? And again, obviously it goes down. Duh. Let's see. Is there anything down there? No. So we go this way. Well, guess I fight this one. Game gives you no choice. You fight this one or you go no further forward. Alright. No. Okay, that one's... Yeah, we go this way. Really, game? Put that right there. Fine. I know. Is there anything down there. Or have I already, no, I think I've already been down there. I think. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going that way this time. Pretty sure I've already been down there. This time I go this way. Ah, okay. The end of the area, end of the level, so to speak. Alright. Boss battle. Now again, normally in cases like this where you have assistants, you know, the boss in the middle and helpers on either side of the screen beside him, I'd say ignore the assistants, take the boss out first, because if you take the helpers out, he's just going to call them back again. You know, like a lot of bosses do in a lot of other games, just bring the up. Yeah. But this game, yeah, they never seem to figure that out, how to do that, so, yeah. Really? How did you miss a target that big? Seriously. Really, game? God dang RNG, now you're just cheating. Missed twice in a row. Wait a minute, what? Does he have any? Nope, all he has is, okay. Well, since they programmed it, no, they're only for one person at a time, no. Alright, fine. Life works as a cure spell. Usually I don't think that's the case. Granted, I don't think I've ever tried in a lot of games, but yeah. Usually if you're not dead, the game just no need to use that or something to that effect. Ineffective or yeah. If you try to use a life spell on a person who's not dead yet. Oh, gee. Can you tell we're going to need explosives in this room? Oh, okay, never mind. Only the first two. Okay, fine. So, thanks for blowing my joke, game. Really? That's what was blocking his path? Come on, he had more than enough room to just walk around the frickin' thing there. How was that blocking his path? He could have just walked around the frickin' thing. Did I just use one? I guess that was just for show. Okay, fine. Can I jump that? Make that jump? Nope. I wanted to go where he just went. Come on. Let me over there. Screw you, game. Where's that hookshot thing that Tristram got after the Earth Bone Dungeon? After fighting that boss. And that thing that looked like a hookshot in a Zelda game. Give me that item. Actually, never mind. That wouldn't work. There's nothing to grapple onto on the other side of the... Yeah. Never mind. That wouldn't work. Damn. Fine. We'll go back. course, if you didn't have the exit spell, the way back is up that way, then just follow the path from there, but yeah. Okay. Let's see. Tristram, oh no. Okay, where'd he go? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think he's right here. Duh, I'm blind. Never mind, I'm blind and stupid. Yeah, we kind of figured. We didn't expect to see the crystal of water in a place called Fireburg. I mean, come on. Wait a minute, that's all you had to say? You made us come all the way back here for that? Ooh, I ought to slap you. Gee. Thank you. Like I needed you to tell me that. Hi, your name is Benjamin. Did you know that? And your friend there, his name is Reuben. Did you know that? I mean, no, I did not know my own name. Thanks for telling me. Oh, well. Alright. Another battlefield. Of course, there aren't many of these left. I don't think, maybe 5 or 6 more for the rest throughout the rest of the game. Yeah. Which is kind of weird. You'd think there'd be more of them. I mean, it's not like the enemies don't get any tougher as you go along. Yeah. Anyways, I'll do most of that. Okay, is this... Oh, this is that dungeon. Okay. This is the one where, well, more about that a little later, but yeah, this isn't the main elemental dungeon yet. This is just a lead up to it, so to speak. Okay, I don't need whatever's in that little wood item chest down there. I don't need, so skip it. Ooh, I do want that though. That actual treasure chest down there. Okay, wait a minute. How do I get... Hold on. Go back the other way. If the contents of that chest are what I'm thinking they are, I'm gonna need that before I get to the top of this place. Oh, here we go again with the missing. Oh. Well, not what I was thinking of, but probably actually even better for those who want to use magic spells. White. Well, technically it's supposed to be holy, but at this point Nintendo was still high on that no religion policy, which I kind of like, actually. Keep thy religion to thyself, you know. I kind of like that idea, but unfortunately it wouldn't last long. Religion in video games, yeah, A religion out of video games. Yeah, right. Backstory of Ocarina of Time. The golden goddesses, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. One of the stronger spells in the game. Alright, before going that way, wait a minute. What was up over here the way I was going before noticing that treasure chest and going back for it? Well, actually, hold that thought. We're at the 30-minute mark now. And alright, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.